Hello friends, welcome back to the new session. We have learned many kinds of reactions like combination, decomposition, displacement, double displacement, exothermic reactions, endothermic reactions. Now here's something different and you need to understand it very properly. That's oxidation and reduction reactions, and then the terms related to that is oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Now, if we take some copper powder in a china dish and heat it, the copper reacts with oxygen and a black coating is formed on it, and that is copper oxide. And look at the reaction, how it looks like. 2Cu plus O2 gives 2CuO. Now this copper oxide, because of this copper oxide, it turns black in color. Now here, as you can see, oxygen is being added to copper, and such reactions where oxygen is being added to any substance are known as oxidation reaction. As simple as that. Now further, if you pass hydrogen gas through this copper oxide which is formed, you get the brown color of the copper back. That is, the reaction is reversed. Now what happens in this case? Here you can see hydrogen is being added to the copper oxide. So the reaction in which hydrogen is added is known as reduction reaction. Now here, since this copper oxide has oxygen in it, it is known as oxidizing agent. And since this hydrogen is going to remove oxygen from this copper oxide, it is known as reducing agent. In this case, now the copper oxide gets reduced to copper, whereas that oxygen is added to this hydrogen. So hydrogen is considered to be oxidized. So copper oxide is reduced and hydrogen is oxidized. So these are also important terms to understand what is an oxidizing agent, what is an reducing agent, what gets reduced, what gets oxidized. Now look at another example. When zinc oxide combines with carbon, now this zinc oxide is reduced because you are removing oxygen from this, right? So zinc oxide is reduced to zinc and carbon gets oxidized. You can see here carbon monoxide is formed, so carbon gets oxidized. Another example, if you can see, is manganese dioxide. When it reacts with hydrochloric acid, the manganese oxide is reduced to manganese chloride. Right? Oxygen is removed from this, so it is considered to be reduced. And here hydrogen gets HCl gets oxidized because this hydrogen combines with oxygen and forms H2O, and Cl2 gas is released. So here, as you can see, we can define oxidation and reduction in two different terms. Either addition of oxygen, or if it's addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen, it is known as oxidation. Opposite of it is reduction, when you're adding hydrogen or removing oxygen, it is known as reduction. There's one more way in which you can define oxidation and reduction. It is little different and difficult to understand. But if you look at the example, it will become very easy for you to understand. We can even define oxidation and reduction in terms of loss or gain of electrons. Now, as you can see, a symbolic reaction is shown over here, A plus B, right? Now, A, if it is losing electron, the reaction is considered to be oxidation, and B is gaining electron, so the reaction is considered to be reduction reaction. Now, very simple example which you all know is when NaCl is being formed, there is one electron in the valence shell of sodium, so it loses one electron to form sodium ion. So since it is losing electron, it is known as oxidation reaction. Okay, and chlorine has 7 electrons in its valence shell, so it gains 1 electron. Since it is gaining electron, it is considered to be a reduction reaction. So in a reaction, if electrons are lost, it is considered to be oxidation reaction, and if electrons are gained, it is considered to be reduction reaction. So children, you need to understand these concepts very thoroughly so that you're clear with it. So we can define now, if you see, we can define oxidation and reduction in 3 terms with respect to oxygen, with respect to hydrogen, and with respect to gain or loss of electrons. Hope you're getting the concepts. If you have any doubt, do contact me. Until then, keep learning chemistry. Chemistry is no more mystery. Let's meet in the next session. Until then, see you.